Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen if you're new here, and I post videos on personal finance and how to save money and some tips and tricks related to that. So if you like what you see, please subscribe below, and here we go. So today, what I was doing is I'm gonna do a video on minimalism. So minimalism has saved us so much money, and I guess the first thing what I'll do is I'll kind of define minimalism. So minimalism, or some people call it essentialism, that is where you kind of only keep in your life and only keep in your spaces things that you use and things that bring value to your life in this moment right now. So an example of this could be someone who might have 30 shirts, and to one person who maybe does laundry every day or something like that, they probably don't need 30 shirts. So if they were living more minimalistic or essentialist, they could reduce the number of shirts to only what they wear and need in their life. So rather than having to comb through 30 shirts every day, they could reduce that number to whatever works for their life. So maybe 5 or something like that, since they do laundry so often. Another kind of example is like if you look at your nightstand or a junk drawer. If you look through there are some things that you probably haven't seen or used in maybe like 6 months or so. And maybe you bought like super glue for a project that you did that time ago, 6 months or a year ago, and you don't need it anymore, or it's dried up by this point. If you just kind of take those items out, kind of declutter them, get rid of them, so that you only kind of have stuff in your space that you use and you value, that can, I'll show you some ways that this can save money. So the first way that this can save money is, I've seen this countless times before of family members and friends who they're going on a big trip, or they have to go to a meeting, or they have to go to an event where they need something specific. And so say they're going to a hotel with a pool or something like that, and they can't find where they put their swimsuit. So they're spending 3 hours in the morning before the trip to try to find a swimsuit. It's ends up being way dug under a bunch of other clothes that they haven't worn in years, and they end up needing to buy a new swimsuit because they couldn't find the one that they have. So that's an example of when you're minimalistic, you're essential, you've got the things, you know where they are, everything has a home. So it's because you know where things are, you're not needing to replace things that you just can't find. So the second point is you don't buy what you don't need. So this would be like you find the right amount of shirts that you need in your life, based on when you do laundry and other factors, how often you're changing, that kind of stuff. But you figured out the number that you need. And once you kind of pare down to that number, there's no need to buy any more things and spend money on any more things, because you've got this set amount that works for your life. And so the only kind of time that you would need to buy something is to replace it. And so this kind of cuts out unnecessary spending, because you're not going to be spending on, say, another shirt when you already have the number of shirts that you need for your life. So that's a big one that can save a lot of money, because a lot of times with the amount of advertising and stuff like that you see, and the sales that you're marketed to, you really don't need to look at those anymore because you don't need anything. So that's number 2. And then number 3, you save by not needing to do things to something that you no longer own. So for example, last year we bought a minivan. And so we already had a pickup truck. So when we bought the minivan, we weren't sure if we needed to sell the truck or if we needed it. And so we kept it. And so it's been like probably almost a year now that we've had 2 vehicles, and we just don't use the truck anymore. But we still have to pay these maintenance fees. So we have to pay for a new battery because it keeps dying. We have to pay for excise tax every year. We have to pay for inspections. We have to pay for maintenance. So these kind of things that you end up needing to to pay for something that you're not even using, and just to keep up with the, you know, the upkeep of it. So when you get rid of it, so we just sold our truck recently, so now we're back to one vehicle, which works well for us. But when you keep something that you don't really need, you're still spending money in order to keep it. So that's the third and final way for this video of how you save money by decluttering and how you save money by being a minimalist. So I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the things that I'm decluttering during this moment in time right now. The first is a couple of lamps. And we really don't need lamps because we have overhead lighting that's pretty much all we use. We never ever kind of reach for these lamps. They just really have been taking up space on our nightstands. So there's that one, and then there's this one too. So there's 2 lamps that we're getting rid of. I posted those on our Buy Nothing group so that people in my community can come and take them away if they want them. So I post them on Facebook, and then if people are interested, they can come over and take them off our porch. So that's kind of the way that I got rid of those. Or well, I will be getting rid of those. And then this came with the bed that we got, and we just do not use it. I hate doing laundry with it because all the clothes that are part of the washer cycle, they get caught in this thing. And so when they're washing and then drying, they like never dry because this thing, they get caught up into it. So then nothing gets dried when this is washed. And so we don't need it. It's the most annoying thing ever. And so this is something that we are getting rid of. And then the final thing is I've got this big bag, and it is full of kind of like linens that have gone past their lifespan. So these are like, I'll give you some examples. This is a toddler shirt with a big hole in it. But it's just kind of a plain one. My kid has never worn this. I think I got it from a free group. Here's a sock, and you can see like it's got a hole in it so that it can give you blisters where it's kind of like you can see the netting. Let me see if I can put my hand in it so you can see it better. There. So things like that. Another sock issue. You've got holes in the sock. So a bunch of things like that. Or like underwear that's like lost its elasticity. So we're getting rid of this big bag. So all of this kind of like clothing and stuff, this has been shoved in our drawers, and we've had to dig through it every single time we need something that we actually use. So this kind of stuff that's past its life, it goes to our local bins in town. And what you do is you kind of lift the lever, you throw it in, and the school gets money for the weight. I think it sells it by pound or something like that to other people or other places around the world. So that is the video for today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment below. I'll see you again. Bye.